Hello everyone, and welcome to a new series of Sally Cat Plays Gato Roboto.
Again assisted by Skiz. So for those of you that got to see our Iconoclast playthrough, this is another example of Sally Cat playing one of my games that usually has some cute animation to it, especially cats.
Yes, you can see our little protagonist here is a kitty.
There will be quite a number of interesting things this kitty does, but first for a little bit of description, this is definitely not something like Exile.
Nope.
But it's not exactly like Iconoclast either. This is a platformer. It is an open world kind of game. Any of you who are familiar with things like Metroid, that is probably the closest direct comparison, so you could say this qualifies as a Metroidvania game. The more we explore, the more we are going to gain abilities to be able to pursue farther into the game. And there is some decent little character dialogue, but maybe a little bit limited because main character is Cat.
Yes, and if you're wondering about the Roboto part, just wait and see.
Yep. I am particularly used to playing this on a controller, but we have already set up some keyboard settings for Sally Cat to do this.
Yes, and this one is going to be interesting for us at least, because unlike Iconoclasts, Gato Roboto is for Windows only. So I have to use Skiz's computer for this one.
There were a few technical issues before, which is why we will be clearing up a file to get started. Yep. You can see the effects of another file that has been 100%ed. So let's take it away. And with some good blurble sound effects in the dialogue already provided by the game.
Gary to Mission Control. Come in, Mission Control. Over.
Mission Control here. Over.
Commander, I'm getting a signal from a small planet on my patrol route. Coordinates 42069.
Nice.
Over.
Yeah, we see what you did there. Those coordinates correspond to one of our research facilities. Likely a false alarm, Lieutenant. This particular facility has long since been abandoned. Over.
Permission to investigate, sir. Over.
Approach with caution, Lieutenant. Over.
Affirmative, Commander. Approaching target, sir. Preparing for... Cat on keyboard!
Gary, we have lost visual.
We're going down. Hold on, Kitty.
Kitty has no shame.
Yes, Kitty brings down a spaceship to start the game.
Can't move. But I'm alive. Hello? Can anyone hear me? Huh? Kiki! My kitty! I have bad news, Kiki. I am trapped inside this ship. Kiki, you will have to go in my place.
Computer does pretty good job of, sounding like a cat.
Yeah, so we typically won't do dialogue over cat noises.
I know, you're all very disappointed.
Am I really talking to a cat right now? Sorry, Kitty. I'm up for a promotion. And I can't afford another mishap. These research facilities generally have a pilotable security mech available. Let's see if we can find one. I will help guide you using your radio collar. Just make sure to listen for my voice. Godspeed. Good, Kitty.
So we get to be Kitty. Kitty has pretty good run. Some mild leaps.
Kitty cannot open doors.
Yes, but if you are familiar with Metroid, those are very much Metroid-style doors. Like bubbles that can be shot. Kitty can climb walls. Kitty does not like water.
Is something wrong, Kiki? Kiki, don't tell me you're scared of a little water.
Cat is not happy.
It's the only way forward, Kiki. You have to get in there, Kiki. One way or another.
Nope.
Boo!
So, actually, Cat is okay with water after that cutscene.
Yep.
So yeah, we get to explore this area, And there's not much we can do at the moment, really.
Except fall down.
Yeah.
But being a cat, Kiki takes no fall damage.
Yeah. But also just decent chance for some basic controls, because the controls are a little bit slippery in motion.
Particularly in cat form.
Great work, Kiki. Step onto that platform to suit up, and go grab the floppy disk to go save your game.
Yes.
Look at you, Kiki. Somehow it fits. Press Y when you want to get out.
Or in my case, spacebar.
Yeah, I think it actually displays as Y regardless of your key bindings.
Now that you are equipped, it's time to figure out what happened here.
And time to figure out how to use your robo-suit.
Good, Kitty.
So, couple things about the game mode and stuff. You have an energy bar on the right side.
Yes.
A cat indicator of how you are doing. Try shooting. Cat has very aggressive face and shooting.
Oh, hello.
Hi, and we have first combat room. Cat can shoot in 4 directions, up, down, left, right. Does take a little bit of getting used to with the controls. You do have to mash button to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And you do not get to jump as high in mech form, but mech form can mess some stuff up. Also, you have a game timer present the whole time of how long you have been in this file.
For those of you who are speedrunners.
Yeah, so there may not be much we can do about that if we end up doing recordings where we cut out stuff that will mess up the timer.
Mm-hmm. Also, those plinking sounds mean we can't do anything with these walls yet.
Yeah. But we can shoot open the bubble doors.
We can shoot open a frog!
Frog did not appreciate that. Also, that was an example of a thing that will generate fleas, and it will keep generating them over and over if you do not destroy the actual flea hive thing. That is how you take damage. Also, you can eject out of the mech, but we do not want to yet.
What's this?
Kiki got a health kit module!
Yay.
Kiki, you got a health kit. Maximum HP is increased. Good work, Kiki.
Sweet.
So, health kits are optional, but they do increase your max HP by 1 and refill your health. There is a Steam achievement in the game for beating it with no health kits. It is not easy. I have done it, but it took some work.
I am maybe capable of that. I am not as good at boss fights as Skiz.
It would take some time working with this game. Sally Cat has seen me play through this, but it is still, by and large, a blind playthrough for her. And you all get to enjoy the benefits of that. Every save point does refill your energy the whole way, and you auto-reload upon death from your last save point.
So yeah. I know all the plot twists, but I don't have the map memorized by a long shot.
Yeah. Yeah, you can explore to the right, by the way, and you would have just gotten brick-walled, I believe.
Yep. I feel like that's a thing in Metroid and similar type games.
Metroid in particular, while it can have a lot of open-world stuff, certain degrees of Metroidvania games can be pretty linear about keeping you from going places until you've gotten the right mobility upgrades. By the way, we do have a map. That may be a thing worth showing. Once Hive thing is gone.
Yes. There we go. So, here is map.
With S's for saves.
Mm-hmm. And dotted lines for rooms we have yet to explore.
Yeah,
We also have status. We have pistol and suit.
And a little bit of a display that we have collected one of the health modules, and we have collected none of the cassettes, which I'm sure we will find eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the map is not 100% complete. There is definitely stuff it will not show you. Oh, combat room number 2. Luckily at this point, frog patterns are usually sort of slow.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm getting a little better at shooting while jumping.
Yes. So, a couple things. Mech needs to have a 2-tile area to be able to fit. So, Kiki has to come out of the mech.
Mm-hmm.
Also, mech cannot go in water. You will take damage in the water.
Also, Kiki appears to be able to hold her breath as long as she needs to.
Yep. And Kiki can also show off common cat behavior of good leaps.
Yes.
So yeah, there's some pretty interesting dynamics with this. By and large, you are doing most of your stuff in mech form.
I can run behind this.
And you have to. But if you take any damage as Kiki, you die right away. So you generally want to be in a mech.
And we want... Kiki got a rocket module! And can carry it as a cat, somehow.
Kiki, you got a rocket! Press B to use it. Demolish bricks.
Amplify your jump. Over and out. So, rocket is first awesome upgrade. And you can now get a new mech suit.
Yes. So maybe we weren't carrying physical rockets so much as a small upgrade chip for the suits.
I could see a microchip being hidden in Kiki fur. So, rockets. You have unlimited number of them, but you have a temperature gauge on the left side of the screen. The way things are currently worked out, if you get all the way to 100%, you need a certain amount of time for the rockets to cool down.
There wasn't anything over no.
And you can basically do at this point 2 rockets at once, or 2 rockets right after one another before you have to do cooldown.
For that.
Yeah. Rockets do mess up enemies harder. Though, sometimes being able to stun lock it with your gun is good too. But like, for example, many shots for this guy, or 1 rocket. And meanwhile, you still get some nice eerie background music here. But more importantly, rockets can destroy those gray bricks. So, we get this effectively tutorial area to teach you about the rockets.
Is it possible that I love my rockets a little too much?
Good balance of the rockets versus the gun is a major part of the game strategy.
Also, you really don't have to kill all of the enemies, especially since they just respawn.
Yeah. That is true. It's good to know when to run from stuff instead. Because the game is definitely on a screen-based system. If you scroll over to a new screen with different X and Y coordinates, the enemies do not travel across screens.
Ooh, you can rock the doors.
Oh.
Hello.
It's a mouse, and there's a health bar at the top of the screen. That means good things, right? Squeak.
What's that squealing noise?
Squeak.
Kiki, I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Squeak.
What?
Mouse has its own mech. So anyway, welcome to first boss fight of the game. Sally Cat has had a couple run-throughs on this, but it's a bit of an adjustment process.
Yes, and I seem to have forgotten most of the patterns.
Always goes to the 2 sides, and yeah, you're down to 1 health. At least if we die, we do get to go right back to the save station right before this boss. There you go.
Oh.
Timing's a little tricky, but you can load a bunch of damage in there, because Mouse is only vulnerable on the helmet.
Alright. Time for some revenge, I hope.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you do have to scroll through these dialogues again. There is no quick skip, even if you can make them faster. So, what I would do for this is to hang out sort of middle of the... like 1/4 of the way across the screen for that. Yeah, like there. And you jump over when it's low. And then get sort of close to the robot to avoid the bounce back. And rockets do make more burst of damage, but because of the cooldown, they have to be a little carefully used. And after this, the patterns all repeat. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's it.
Aww. Rockets also have better range.
Yeah, rockets do have full range. So this may take a few tries. But yeah, run under bomb, and then right about that spot is where bomb will explode without hurting you. it does have, unfortunately, a good bit of splash radius. Yeah, you
Hiding in the corner does not work.
Yeah, you can't hug the wall. You can just stay distant for that. There you go. You'll get one more of this. And now after this, he goes up to the ceiling. And you cannot run into the legs.
No, that was foolishness on my part.
It's easy to do. Okay, so he's down to about half health. Yeah. And also, the ability to just sort of hang out and shoot rockets is a pretty safe strategy. If maybe a little slow. Like, I've watched speedruns of this, and it's pretty nuts how berserk they go at trying to score damage quick. Yes, yes, yes. Screek! Ouch! I mean, squeak.
Meow?
Was that mouse speaking? It appears that I have lost a lot of blood. Keep moving forward, Kitty. I'm counting on you.
Yes, Mysterious Rat has been defeated. For now.
But you do have full health again. And you can now proceed. But, yeah, Mysterious Rat can maybe talk. Oh, you scrolled off the screen, but the blocks were still destroyed. Now, you do want to be a little bit careful because you want the mech to be able to get across. And mech cannot swim. But, that being said, maybe let's go exploring a bit?
Oh?
Yeah.
Outside of mech suit?
Well, you did open up a path to the water, right?
Yes.
Kitty can swim, mech cannot. So, you want to be on the lookout for things like, these rocketable bricks that may be in innocuous places, because...
we can get more health kit module.
Yep, so this is what I consider really the first secret of the game. And fortunately, your mech will hang out wherever you left it, unless you go to another save station and get a new mech. So you can wander quite a ways away as Kitty mode. Nice. I would... Whoa,
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 whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I would do some regular shooting.
He did not mean to hit the eject button.
Frogs are just chaotic enough in their leaping patterns that you totally would have gotten your face sat on and died.
No! No sitting on the kitty.
Nope. We actually have real-life Kitty in the same area with us, and we can attest she doesn't like being sat on. Yeah. By the way, we are skipping a door. It is a place we cannot go yet.
And that is a hazard of, having your map open.
Well, we'll show you a bit of the room anyway. But you proceed along, and, well, you end up finding some stuff that you can't jump high enough for.
We'll be back. Somehow.
Yeah.
I guess we could take out the enemies and climb up the wall as Kiki.
Not... Well, as Kiki, yes, but you'd get stopped by a rocketable brick wall, I think.
Aye.
And in the meantime, you're getting picked apart, so maybe we just say not worth it.
Another time. I did get, this platform back, though, that I rocketed.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure if I really care about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and besides, once you have more movement upgrades and stuff like that, it'll be quicker to come back here anyway. So, what'll happen is you'll probably have a phase where you'll just look at the map and be like, oh, hey, there's this weird dangling end I didn't fill in. I wonder what's there. Also, by the way, you know how they mentioned that the rockets can amplify jumps? This might be a good time to show it off. Yes. So, if you let yourself bounce off of the blasts, you can get a pretty large bounce. Yep. And we have finally gotten back to the pit we fell in. Along with a very Welcome, health refill.
Yes.
Also, these guys were not there before. The game also pulled another bit of a Metroid move of actually spawning enemies once you have the way to deal with them. Like, they were not there when you were starting the game as Basic Kitty. And we were here. We can now go that way. But in the meantime...
Hello?
I wonder what this is.
Someone left their tea.
What's this?
Security faculty log, number 2312. This is Jimbo reporting. The doctor has gone mad. The security systems have been modified to target all personnel in the compound. Most of my colleagues have either been killed or turned into one of those things. I am fleeing via one of the surface level escape pods. And though I am unsure I'll survive the trip back, my heart will always belong to the shores of Earth 2. Over and out.
That's just a little ominous.
Yeah, so something went wrong here, and maybe it's a good thing you're here. But also, I wonder if some of these enemies may have been changed over people? Or something like that?
Neat.
Yeah, it's a bit ominous. But in the meantime, there's a rocketable thing on the right.
So there is.
And I think the mech can fit in there.
It cannot.
No, it cannot. A kitty can.
Mech would not have been able to deal with water anyway.
Indeed. At least they're nice to not give you any enemies here.
Hello, a cassette tape thingy. Kiki got a cartridge module.
Kiki, you got a cartridge.
How quaint.
You unlocked the bark palette. Access your menu to try it out.
Meanwhile, we'll show it off for you here.
Over and out. So, what the cassettes do is they unlock different color schemes. Because otherwise this game sort of fashions itself in old Game Boy black and white. Which we feel is largely one of the more readable kinds anyway. But you can switch up your palettes if you feel like it.
Yeah, we might cycle through when we find a couple of more.
Yeah. I don't remember right now if there's actually an objective in the game which wants you to be a certain color. Because that would be sort of cool if it was like, this bonus room you can only pass through if you've got green tint. I don't think that happens, but there is something that requires you to collect a bunch of cassettes.
Is this going to be another combat room?
Well, you can hit the button and find out. Doesn't seem to be. You have unlocked an elevator.
Aha!
Nice, Kiki. You've reached the Nexus. All roads lead here. Think of it as a hub of sorts. Anyway, we need to find the laboratory entrance. Let's see what you got, Kiki.
Meow.
Over and out.
Okay.
By the way, one thing I've just remembered after all the meows, get out of this for a second. So you can eject. And what happens if you try using the rocket button? Or some other button, perhaps? There you go.
I press the shoot button and all that happens is meow.
Yep, that was what we wanted to show off. But in the meantime, this Nexus is a bit of an interesting place. Because we've got this thing.
This is the main PC. Hello, PC.
Seriously? No need to greet me as if I am one of your own, human. Let's cut to the chase. See these signs?
No need to condescend, PC. Yes, I see them.
Very good, human. Well, this sign means broken. You want to turn them all into check marks. Like this. This is a check mark, human.
Yeah, that condescending bit.
Here is your progress so far. Ahem. Excessive flooding in the aqueduct. Not good. Heater core is still affected by severe overheating. Ventilation system is all clogged up. Nasty stuff. I can only grant lab access if all malfunctions are repaired.
What a contemptible machine. Let's go, Kitty.
So yeah, there are 3 major objectives we have to do to be able to proceed to sort of the final areas of the game. Yeah. We can explore a little bit in this way right now. In fact, yeah.
Haha, double kill.
So we do have some crates. You can destroy those.
Aha.
Yep. Though, we're basically stuck here at the moment because we can't climb up that high. You can climb as Kitty, but there are still enemies around, so might not be safest. There is a way down we didn't explore. I think you can just ordinary shoot the crates. You don't have to rocket them.
Aha, you are correct.
But there is a path down here.
Hello.
With some grooving beats. But this toad is a little different.
Yikes, don't shoot. Is that a cat in a robot suit? I guess I'm one to talk. Achoo! Listen, maybe we can help each other out. I can modify your gun, but I'm short on fuses. Bring me 7 cartridges, and we can talk upgrades. Achoo!
Kiki, I'm afraid that I'm losing my grip. We better finish this mission before I croak.
Kitty is not amused by puns. So, this is an optional character, and as she said, she can in fact upgrade your gun. We definitely don't have 7 cartridges yet.
Nope.
But maybe we come back another time. But yeah, it's definitely much more on your side than these other frogs. So in the meantime, it looks like we have to go to the left.
Oh, computer, let's have an upgrade.
Here's your progress so far, human.
So it's the repeat of the stuff from earlier.
You've got a lot left to do. Bleh. You've got a lot left to do, human. Although... it seems like the feline is doing all the work.
Thank you for the update. Let's go, Kitty.
Hehe.
So yeah, we're gonna have 3 objectives to go through. And after this save point, let's hit the save point here, and I think we're gonna go and pick those up with the next episode. So hopefully you've all enjoyed this little cute introduction to the game. There will be plenty more shooty goodness and busting caps in enemies' butts here. So we'll catch you next time on Gato Roboto.
Thanks for watching. Have a good one, everybody.